Ananse is my name, a multidisciplinary artist. This year I work on a project called Nipadua, and that's what you see behind me. This practice of mine, or this project explores the narrative behind the connections between human being and that of nature, specifically plants. Why are we connected to that of a plant? In my language, the word Nipadua literally means the human anatomy, and we don't have a specific word in my local language that expresses that notion of what the human body is in my language. So in this context, I begin to delve through and deep into research to find reasons why my ancestors called the body of the human tree. It gave me uncompelling reasons and connections that baffles my mind, and through that conquest of telling that story and journey, I feel the best way of talking about these ideas and research materials I came to find is representing it in my own narrative in what you see. So Nipadua is basically artwork that explores the damage of human activities and everything that intertwines with, so long as our existence as humans are concerned. That is what you see there. And then when you look at the plant, I specifically choose neem tree because of the historical antecedents and narratives surrounding the plants, because neem tree was imported. It was brought by Sir Beck. It's not a plant from our normal savanna eco-environment. It's a Sub-Asian plant. This gives me a reason to connect my piece to neo-colonialism and the impact of colonialism, either it being positive or negative. The act of reincarnation, my art talks about death, the act of resurrecting dead objects into life by adding value to these kind of objects or making meanings to it, touching it with all of this. It gives me that notion and reason why we should recycle our minds, our society, and cause things to be right by identifying the order in the midst of all chaos. So Nipadua is basically exploring spirituality and everything we've been through as a race, because no matter how we've been subjected, we still stand out tall as this tree. No matter how we harm the tree, we treat it, it still does not fail to play its role, its play for us as human beings. When you go to the cemetery, this is where unfortunately I gathered these materials you see, the wood back. I gathered it from the cemetery. And funny enough, the plants, the neem tree is absorbing the nutrients from the dead bodies or the decayed bodies of buried in this cemetery. And I feel this is a real true representation of the dead souls or the dead lives or blood that once lived and toiled on this land and made it what it is today. I also live on and claim an indigenous of. So talking about Nipadua is more of giving praise and reverence to great peoples that have contributed my path. Despite all what they went through, they still achieved something. So you can see all this trash and everything there depicting the horrors of our empire.